Hi, this is Kim, or AbvisCamber42, continuing my playthrough of Soul Reaver 2 Remastered on PlayStation 5. So let's get him loaded up, because quite a lot happened last time. Here we are in the Fireforge. So last time we did all of the future set bits. There was a lot of fighting demons, we got the Air Reaver, and we then went back to the past where we met Janos very briefly before the Seraphim tried to have him killed. So he's flung us into the Fire Shrine, and we've got to try and find our way back out to him before he dies. Hi there, Info Shark, how are you doing today? So let's see what we got in here. It did show us a cutscene as we came in of a kind of burning brazier over here, so I'm guessing we've got to light that. I'm very well, thank you, Info. Glad you are too. Thank you for asking. Okay, this looks puzzly. Let's try and get on one of them before we... Oh, I see, they're going to go up like stairs. So we're going to have to go up before the blood rises to a point. There we are, that looks better. So we've lowered the air forge, but the blood's still rising. So presumably we've got to get over there to the air forge now. So we can't do any of those locks until we have... Can he swim in blood? Yeah, apparently we can swim in blood. So let's go power up the Air Reaver. Okay, so we've got a couple of fonts we can smash that in. Let's just try lighting them all quick. Not sure if that did anything. Oh, is that a light forge? Oh, it's a light. That's not an Air Reaver. I thought that was the Air Reaver. Ah, I just noticed the symbol in the bottom corner is the light one. So what can we shoot with the light Reaver? Let's figure it out. Are there any more of those kind of crystals that hold shit up? Let's go see! So there's another brazier over there, but we need a air forge, I think, to get to it. Oh, there is a crystal up there. Let's try that one. Okay, that's lowered the blood. Again, not entirely sure why. We kind of need the Air Reaver to activate these things. Oh, which forge is that? That one's air. Okay. And now the light's gone out, so is it going to raise us back up again? I see. So now we're going to use the Air Reaver, I guess, to activate those little pedestals. And then we can presumably take the fire back the other way. So if we can trigger them all. I wonder if we've got a time limit though. Oh well, we'll find out in a second. So let's get over to where that brazier is. So presumably we've got to use these to kind of glide our way across. So if we just grab the little torch, take it back over. I don't remember this at all. Alright. And let's see if we can do this. Not sure we went high enough for that one. Oh, fuck! Oh, we would have been high enough. Yeah, like I thought, blood extinguishes the fire, that makes sense, so I guess we've got to go and get another one now. Bet the little torches have appeared back in their bracket again. I know nothing. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's back there, isn't it? Whoop. Let's get my fire and try that again. Fuck, no. Let's make sure we're at the absolute top there. Is that really as high as we can get? Well, let's give it a go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, C-Info, I don't remember this at all either. We must have played it way back in the day. Right, there we are. That should do it. Okay, what's changed this time? So the Wind Forge and the Light Forge have just raised. Has the blood stopped? So how are we going to get the blood back across now? Do we have to use that torch again, do we think? Let's give that a go. So let's get back over to the pedestal. Maybe we should have stayed on the Light Reaver's base. Oh well, we'll find out. They still lit? Yep, okay, that would get us to there, I think, if I'd done it faster. Yeah, okay, we might have been able to get all of those. Not sure how we get over to that one though. Maybe it's just a awkward jump. Now they are slowly sinking all the while too, okay. That makes things a little more complicated. But we've evidently got to get the torch to the other side again. That seems to be the theme of this forge. It looks like it's a lot smaller than the previous forges, but I guess that makes sense given we're supposed to be getting out quickly before Janos dies. So I reckon this is going to be the last one. We're almost at the top of the room. We've just got to make some awkward jumps. So it might take us a couple of tries to figure out our route, but let's shoot that. That sounded good. Light our torch to give us maximum amount of time. There's our first one. Let's see if going sideways helps. Has my torch gone out? Motherfucker. Yeah, I think we lost the torch somewhere along the way. But that is kind of what to do. Maybe we've just got to avoid the kind of drips in the ceiling. Maybe that's sabotage too. Shame we can't start from that middle platform. Oh well, let's try this again. Can't really see where I'm going. Okay, we got to that. I don't think that's where I'm meant to be, though. No, it's not. Oh, well. Ah, to have all of the shoulder cameras. That'd make life a lot easier. And to not get stuck under this thing every single time. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try the other way this time. There's the one we need. Hopefully that'll fly us all the way to the forge. I'm assuming we need to get it to here to light the fire forge.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Hey, trophy there called Ancient Flame. Let's just save the game, because we know how sacred these save points are. And we'll head out to, well, save Janos, I guess. If those executioners were very, very slow. There's the door, I think.
To bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
Raziel. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Raziel. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos' body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
And there we go. Right. We've said this many times before, but back to the Sarafan Stronghold, I guess. But we haven't visited it in this timeline, I guess. Where are the demons?
We've been expecting you, little Raziel.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future, for here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
In which case I regret everything. Oh, that was very irritating. If I could fire projectiles with the Fire Reaver. If I could remember how to shoot projectiles anyway. Let's keep going. More demons. Let the Reaver cool down, really, or it's going to wind up blowing us up. Well, if that's not an arena, I don't know what is. Yeah, we can always slip into the other place if we have to. But of course... Oh, I think it's the annoying electric ones.
Do you really think you can say Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Oh, is there more? Okay, where are the rest of them? Ah, there he is. That it? Yep. Well, at least so you might be able to give me some better weapons. Well, not better weapons, worse weapons that don't sap all my life. No, he exploded and took his weapon with him. Okay, this should be Utensheim or whatever it's called. Oh god, one of them. Two of them. Brill.
There he is, the savior of Law's North.
What a great voice. Okay. Should we try using the save point? Probably for the best. Otherwise we've got to come all the way back down from the Fire Forge if we die. Two of them fighting? Oh, by all means, finish each other off. Yeah, I don't think the little guy's gonna win this. Well, I got a bit of health for that. Ow, flip, I hate that attack. Oh, I do have to kill the one on the other gate too. That's annoying, I was hoping we'd get around it. Over there! Someone's around. Where did he appear? There he is. Oh, two on him. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Oh, fuck. Walked into that. Alright, hopefully that's opened the other gate for me. I might just save it again so I don't have to fight them again if I die. I love the background music in Soul Reaver. It's always so intense. Even though all the enemies are down, we've still got that frantic fight music going. Right. So yeah, I think the little portal's down so we can get back towards the mountain entrance.
You do not belong in this world.
Oh, fuck off whoever you are. Still got quite a hike though. Though I do think we're very close to the end of the game. As always, if we finish this quickly, I'll pop in Star Wars Jedi. I have a new PlayStation now, so we can go back and finish off Jedi Survivor. Oh, there he is. Right, he's the one we need. I could do with that soul. Can I grab it without them killing me? Yeah. Okay, now we should be able to go. I don't really care about the small fry, we just got to kill the demons so we can knock down the barriers. All those shooty ones are kind of irritating. Do at least just run if you get close to them. Oh wow, he's bigger. No, I'm good. Oh fuck, he can shoot me though. Right, so I can't stay up there and just blast him. God, I thought he was going to be scarier than he actually was, to be honest. I think it was up there we needed to be, wasn't it? Can I jump that? No, maybe not. Okay, that's the way out. Yeah, it is up there. Just might be being a muppet. can't I get up there? Do I need to be in the other world? I don't think I've come back here for a while. Maybe I can... maybe I can run around the edge there. I remember how this game ends. It's just getting to that point. Right, there's the swamp, the nice frozen swamp that I always get lost in. There are some little guys down there, there's bound to be demons too. Unless they're a bit unhappy with the paradox I'm making. Just gonna try and keep away from these guys unless there's any shooty ones. Unless Raziel gets snagged on the scenery. That is him. Let's grab the save point too. There is one right outside the Sarafan Stronghold, I think. Let's just keep tagging these as I go in case something goes horribly wrong. Oh, this bit's still swampy and unpleasant. I thought it was all frozen. Remember how to get out of here is the downside. I get lost in the swamp every time we come here. You'd think I'd remember the route by now. That looks like a door. That's promising. We haven't been through a door yet. Alright. Why can't I open it? Ah, there we go. The original PlayStation version of this came with a special features disc. What could we be referencing? No, as I was saying, sorry, the PlayStation 2 version of this, when it came out, came with a special features disc that had interviews. And one of the interviews it had that's always stuck with me was with René Auberjonois, who voices Janos, who's also Odo in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. But he didn't seem to realise he was voicing a character in a video game because he commented that there was an awful lot of dialogue for a video game. And he's not wrong. There is a lot of talking in this game. We're gonna have to slip into the other world soon or we're gonna die. But there we are. We did well to get this far without slipping into the other world. Right, which way are we heading? Is it over there? Or is it down? Eventually we're gonna have to swim up into the Elder Thing's chamber. I think we got that. Whoa, another one. Hello! I'm sure we're meant to be all the way down here. Let's see if we can get a bit further back up. It's hard doing it in reverse. Figure it out. I think that's where we just came up from. Oh, what I'd give for a proper map. Okay, there's a load of them down here. Okay, this is the big room. This place I know. an air reaver over there. I think we're gonna slip into the other world in a sec though, but yeah. At least we took out those demons. Right. Oh, you little sod. There we go. Right, there's a portal up there. Now I'm guessing we need that air reaver from the top. I'm sure the Elder God's going to have something to say when we get to him as well. Okay. Let me try and remember how I glide vertically up. There we are. Finally, this statue serves a purpose. Okay, where are we gliding to from here? That's looking pretty good. And then maybe from there we can get further up. Is that a platform? Yes, it is. This game's still so flippin' dark. Aha! Nice try, buddy. Missed the fire reaver. It glowed nicely. Orange was a good colour. Right, that way. Oh god, two of them. Right. Right, this has got to be the way back to the Elder God. Who I'm sure will have a natter with us shortly. There he is. One giant squid wrapped around the pillars. I love that kind of symbolism. Just the horrible monster wrapped around the pillars of balance.
You have failed me, Raziel.
I wonder, Old One, did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Kain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
Why am I not using Reaver for this? Where's the other one? There he is. Great, I want that save point. And then we'll head outside. Oh, we're getting close now at least. Right, that must be the way out then. At least it'll be easier to navigate when we're on the surface. to cool down. Oops. Probably there's no other weapons to be had. I'd like to open that door before we die though to make sure I don't get stuck or have to backtrack a long way. Ooh. I'll live much longer, but I might as well have a fire reaver while I do. There, at least if I die now, I die in a sunnier place. Hey, these guys are on the outside now too. Let's see how far we can get before Raziel drops. There's the pillars. Does Ariel have anything to say? Or Kain? We haven't seen Kain for ages. About shift. I can't see where the other two are. Over there. There it goes. Right. Hopefully I can take them out while I'm in this world. Ah, these being annoying. Oh, come on! Really? Okay, let's see if I can get over there and absorb a soul quick. That's better. Right, now let's deal with the situation over here. Right, that's one less. Oh, for crying out loud though. They hit so hard. Let's try and get behind the pillars so I can absorb a soul. Right, annoying fucker. Oh, come on, really? Why is that one taking so much down? And right, back to him. Whew. Trophy Inferno. Not sure why I suddenly got a trophy for those guys, but I'll take it. Can't see if there's a font anywhere. Don't think there is. Ooh, this place is nicer in the past. They were annoying, and to be fair, I didn't really need to kill them, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys live. Just to speed things along, we just need to get back to the Sarafan Stronghold. Ooh, steps here now. Ooh la la. Right, so it's down the river. That's the obelisk that had fallen over in the other time. Maybe that was the last of the demons. They seem to have given up. Right.
There's another one.
Jesus, there's a lot of you guys. That's one of the flaws with this game. I know Soul Reaver 1 did have backtracking and stuff as well, but we literally just kind of go to 3 locations in this game and wander backwards and forwards between them. Right, I want shooty. Where did shooty go? Ah, there she is. Right. So that one's a light forge, I think. Oh no, fire. Okay. Let's figure out why we need that. There's a light forge at the top over there. Maybe we need to melt the ice before we can use the light forge. Oh, I like how he leaves little hoof prints. I wonder if he did that in the old versions. Oh yeah, he always did. Okay. Sorry, just toggling between the graphics there. Alright, it's just the area directly in front of the forge we've cracked. Not the forge, the gateway. Got forges on the brain, because I'm looking at one right now. So, Light Reaver, was a guy chasing me just then? Yes, he was. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're into the last little bit now. Let's go get revenge for Janos. Revenge against myself. Self-venge. Or was that a good twist, to be fair? I really like the kind of secular nature of this plot. I remember it when I first played through, and just that realization that, you know, you're coming up against human Raziel. Time is but a loop, as Mobius said at the start of the game. Trophy, what sorcery is this? That's another light forge. I'm not sure what any of these trophies are, but if you're interested, I'm sure it's easy enough to look them up. Okay, let's murder our way through the stronghold. And we're locked in. Ah, at least they're Sarafan and not demons. And we have to shift just to heal at some point.
Seize him!
Come here. In fact, I might do it now. Yeah, I thought there'd be a portal in here if the door's sealed. There we go, that's a bit better. Is that the way we came in? No, that door over there looks locked. This is new.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are, finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Sarafan to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave. He poses a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under attack.
Hold fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. It's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
Woo, Soul Reaver. Ooh, cameo from Malik there. Kind of interesting to see him at this stage. When we get onto playing Blood Omen, he's quite different.
Come to take your revenge, demon.
Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Kain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Kain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
And we're off. Is my health not going down? Oh, in which case let's keep the Reaver. I'm glad my health's not going down. He's aggressive as fuck. He's one of the weak ones, apparently. I just need to get one of them down so we can focus on the other one. focusing on the guy with the little sword first rather than the glaive. Works better than dodging. Is he down? I didn't hear a death scream. No. Oh, I think we got him. Right, one down. Oh, we can't absorb his soul. His soul escaped. Kind of makes sense, I guess, because these are Raziel's brothers. Kain's gonna resurrect them from their graves at some point to make his generals, so I think we can see where this is going. The coin is about to land on its edge. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Ah, two brothers down.
Kaya and Zephan fell before my blade. I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Right. So I'm guessing we're gonna get Dumar and whatever the other one's called. Rahab.
To reclaim the monster's black heart.
You'll have to get to us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Kain's blasphemous private joke. And I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Kain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
Okay. No, the guy with the glaive likes blocking. Let's try his friend. Very aggressive friend. I don't like having one behind me, but at least I'm fairly immortal. Humans can lose a lot of blood, it seems. Definitely hit the guy with the sword more times. Aim at the one with the sword, Raziel. Ah, that looks good. Right, he's down. Next one. Makes you thankful for the combat systems of things like Souls and Yakuza, to be honest. This is very clumsy. Okay, onward through there, I guess. We're missing Tyrell and Raziel.
And here at last was my brother Tyrell, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Kain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Tyrell had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Tyrell would not.
Interestingly, it was always a known kind of thing that people made fun of, that Tyrell is not a boss in Soul Reaver 1. He was originally meant to be, he was cut for length reportedly, but you do get to face him in Defiance, which is Soul Reaver 2's direct sequel. And to this date stands as the final part of the Legacy of Kain series, even though it ends on a cliffhanger, which is kind of annoying. It is also the only one that's not available to play on PlayStation 5 at the moment, so we might not be seeing that for a while. One remains. I assume he's gonna... Just curious if we could open that, but no, it's locked. Oh, they don't have all the nice murals in this timeline. I guess Vorador's still alive, so you can't have the murals of his death and things. And Kain's... and Janos has literally only just died, so give the mural painters some time. So, let's hunt down me! Me!
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
Time to beat up myself! Well, he's a lot tougher than the other ones. A lot better at blocking. Okay, let's try it the other way around. Oh, he has moves I can't block. Great. Come on, Raziel, go down. How many times can you stab a human before they die, just out of curiosity? So hard to dodge that final one if you're blocking. Now I could do with that thing being out of the way.
I renounce you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle. Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Kain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You. Are you enjoying this, Kain? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me. I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Kain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Kain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Kain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Kain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
And there we go. That was Soul Reaver 2 Remastered. Ending on a cliffhanger that hopefully we'll be able to resolve if they do bring out a remaster or just a re-release of Legacy of Kain Defiance. So, the Legacy of Kain series has kind of like two prongs to it. So, on one side you've got Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2, on the other Blood Omen and Blood Omen 2, which are Kain's story, and both of them kind of converge in one final game, Defiance, which annoyingly ended on a cliffhanger because after that I think Crystal Dynamics disbanded. Though there was recently a Kickstarter for a graphic novel which apparently fills in the gap between Blood Omen 2 and Soul Reaver, so I'm really curious about that for when it comes. We will get on to Blood Omen. When I started playing Soul Reaver, Blood Omen wasn't available yet for people who weren't PlayStation Plus members, I believe. It is now, so at some point in the near future I'm going to switch over and start playing Blood Omen and Blood Omen 2. Blood Omen's a great game, Blood Omen 2 less so, and those ones aren't remasters, so you get them in all their kind of pixelated glory. But anyway, with this out of the way, when the credits have rolled, I am going to swap back and play some Star Wars Jedi Survivor, since this has only taken just over an hour. I think we can fit a bit of Jedi in tonight. We did start that a couple of weeks ago, but then my PlayStation broke, so now at least we can continue with it. But anyway, just to wrap this up, I'm Kiamora vs Camber42. My main stream is live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 PM GMT and Saturdays at 5 PM GMT, where we will be playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, hopefully this time to the bitter end. I do sometimes play other games on the side, just as and when I have a couple of free hours. If you follow the Adverse Camber42 Twitter or Blue Sky account, I'll always give you the heads up when I'm going to pop on and play. The moment it's Baldur's Gate 3, so I'll appreciate your assistance, guidance, advice. I get lost a lot, so much appreciated if you can help me. I also have an Adverse Camber42 YouTube channel where old episodes are put up usually within a day of airing it here. If you want to catch up on the plot of Soul Reaver 2 so far, or the previous games I've played, my tastes are varied, and there's a lot on there right now, including both versions of Silent Hill 2, all the Life is Strange games, House of Ashes, Lies of P, Another Crab's Treasure, Cyberpunk 2077, Bugsnax, Psychonauts 1 and 2. Do check them out if you're interested. I'm also one half of Things Are Getting Strange in X-Files Rewatch Podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcast. New episodes go up every Thursday, 8 PM GMT. We're reviewing the X-Files 2 episodes at a time. We are currently on Season 9, and next Thursday's episode will cover... let me think. Audrey Pauly and Underneath. Do check that out if you're interested, and if you can afford to do so, also support our Patreon. Helps keep the lights on and gives you access to things you can't get anywhere else, including a full Let's Play of the 1998 X-Files FMV game for the original PlayStation. Anyhow, let's just let the credits finish rolling here, just in case there's anything after them. I don't think there is, but better to be safe than sorry. And then if you just give me a couple of minutes, I'll swap over and start on Star Wars Jedi. Take care, everyone.